Shalom everyone, and nearly Shabbat Shalom. Today is Friday, today is Nisan the 23rd, and it is also April the 14th. And this Shabbat we're going to be reading the third portion of Leviticus, starting on chapter 9. And in this chapter, in this portion, we read about the event of consecrating the tabernacle. So they finished building the tabernacle, all gave all sorts of donations, and then the last part of building the tabernacle was actually consecrating the priests, Aaron and his 4 children. They went into tent of meeting for 7 days to be with the Lord. They spent time there just to dwell in God's presence, and then they're going to be coming out on the 8th day, on chapter 9, and make the first sacrifices ever being brought on the altar, the new altar, on behalf of themselves privately, but also on behalf of the nation. The first sacrifice being given on the altar was Aaron's sacrifice, his own sin offering to atone for his own sins, and only then, after he is forgiven and his sacrifice was given, he was able to do the same on behalf of the nation. And then we read about a terrible incident that happened during this time. All those millions of people are there witnessing the dedication ceremony of the tabernacle, of the altar. Aaron is bringing his first sacrifice, all very glorious and awesome. And then the two out of the 4 children of Aaron, 2 of Aaron's sons, they decide to bring what we call a profane fire, or an alien fire, something that they were not asked to bring. They went into tent of meeting with pans and fire on them, and some probably sacrifice of incense, and they wanted to present that for the Lord, even though they were never asked to do that. And then the most terrible thing happens. Fire comes down from heaven and consumes them not in body, but from the inside, consumes their spirits. How do we know? Because after it happened, their cousins Mishael and Elzaphan, they go and they grab them in their tunics and push them out and pull them out of Holy of Holies. And in case their bodies were consumed, then we wouldn't see we would imagine the tunics not to be in one piece as well. So we understand that burn that took place happened within them. Something very much divine, very much heavenly, something full of awe. And we asked the question, is this the time? All those millions of people are there. Everybody's so excited about the dedication ceremony of the tabernacle. They all gave donations. It's the first time, is this the time to really do that? Apparently that it was. God wanted to convey a message that no one is allowed to ever come to Holy of Holies unless he is invited, unless he is asked, unless all the criteria are fulfilled for them to come and enter into that holy place. Even more unusual than this event is Aaron's response. When the word was spread and Aaron heard about his children who found their death by doing that, it says that Aaron held his peace. Vayidom Aharon. Aaron went into a state of silence, complete silence. He just lost his sons, and but on the other hand, he knows that he must operate, he must serve on behalf of the nation. That now is not the time for mourning. Aaron knew exactly how to hold his peace. He didn't provoke, yet he didn't say, "Blessed be the name of the Lord who consumed my 2 sons." That's not the case with Aaron. He just held his peace. He went into this place of neutralizing himself completely, and remembering that he is there right now to serve, not as an individual, but as a vessel to serve the Lord on behalf of the nation. Now, this week we're going to remember the day of the Holocaust. It's on Tuesday here in Israel will be Holocaust Memorial Day. The following week will be National Memorial Day for all the soldiers and people who lost their lives in terror in this country. And this is, and right after that, Independence Day, this peace that Aaron was holding, that Aaron was able to hold, this peace is within us. And even though it's very painful to think about such a terrible thing as the Holocaust, and such a terrible thing as all the wars and all those people who lost their lives in battle to protect this country and to inherit it so that we will be able to live here securely, it's all very, very difficult. Yet we must hold our peace and remember that God has his ways, and he has his time, and he has his master plan for all of us. May we all be able to hold our peace and to always come before him in humility. Shabbat Shalom.